Good morning, guys. How are you? Today is October the 11th, and I'm just want to say good morning to everybody. Let you know where I'm at. As you know, I said yesterday I went to the doctor. And I had to go back on the suboxen because everything in me is fucked up. I'm so polydrugged, it's unbelievable. And to make a long story short, I stopped taking the Lamictal because he said it was a mood stabilizer. I started the 5-HP and it stopped all the depression, my energy, everything came back. So, and I hope that, now, hey, good morning. I hope now that, these Lamictal start working quickly before I start getting depressed because I haven't had them in my system and I had to go back on them because the doctor feels that I'm withdrawing from the Lamictal. He told me it's an antidepressant. I said, first you said it's a mood stabilizer. Now it's an antidepressant. So I had to stop taking the 5-HP because they don't mix well together. Yeah, I'm back on the Suboxen. I told him that the Clonopins weren't working. He said, no, it's not that. He said, you stop taking Lamictal and you can't abruptly stop it. I said, but it's a mood stabilizer. What's the big deal? It ain't an antidepressant. He told me, yes, it was. So, I'm still a little confused because maybe that's what's happened, But I've been having problems with the Clonopin anyway. Even when I was taking the Lamictal, I still felt that the Clonopins weren't enough because remember, I was coming down from 4 of them. Yeah, I didn't fight the issue about the Suboxone because I feel like now it is a purpose for me to take it. And it's not about me taking street drugs. It's about trying to help it get me off of the benzos. Um, I told him, I said, why do I need to take a benzo if it's not working? He said, you don't know if it's not working. The problem is you stop taking the Lamictal. And he wouldn't use the word withdrawal. He kept saying abruptly stopped it. And when I looked it up yesterday, I found out it is an antidepressant. And you have to wean yourself off of it. You can't stop it abruptly, just like he said. So I said, okay, then fine. He said, do you take your Celexa? And I said, yes, but I was really lying because I don't. I take it once in a while. And the first time I took it back to back was 2 days ago. That's when the withdrawals were hitting me really hard. I thought it would help, but it didn't help. I didn't feel anything from it because I don't take it like that. And I don't know what it's supposed to feel like anyway. So I don't understand why. I asked him, why, if you already got me on an anti, why are you giving me Celexa for? Why? I don't understand why you're giving me that if I am already on an antidepressant. That's 2 antidepressants. I don't need 2 antidepressants. I guess according to him, I do. But guess what? I don't take it like that, I don't take it like that. So thank God, that I didn't take enough to withdraw from it. And I know I'm not withdrawing from it because I got like I think I took 6 out of the whole bottle, and the whole bottle is still pretty much full. This is last month, and this is the new month. I don't take it like that. So no, he didn't give me no more Clonopins because he feels that the issue is not the Clonopin. He feels the issue is the Lamictal, which in a way I want to believe it because he says but he wouldn't say withdraw. He just kept saying I have to be weaned off of the Celexa, that I shouldn't have stopped it abruptly like that. I stopped it because I thought it was a mood stabilizer. To me, it's different than an antidepressant. Instead of him being a little break it down for me, I ain't no fucking doctor. He should have told me, oh, mood stabilizer is an antidepressant. I wouldn't have touched the the 5-HP. But I'm glad I did because I was in a point where I was really bad. My dopamine level was very low from coming off of these drugs and stuff. And I haven't even been on it for 2 weeks, but it was a blessing that 1 week that I had with it. And I'm hoping this Lamictal will hurry up and start taking form before I start getting depressed because it's like starting over again. So he says, I told him, would the benzo override the suboxone? He said, no, it's an opiate. It will help you with the withdrawals. I said, I don't want it to help. I want it to completely. He said, it will. He said, but I really don't think that it's the Klonopin. But I do really think that Klonopins do reach a point where they don't work. Because I said, I think I'm intolerant. Then when I told him, I said, I went back and took 6 to see if that's what's the problem. And Destiny, it did not work. The 6 did not work. I took them 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 at night. And even after that, it was like 2 hours later, I would be back in withdrawal. So maybe he's right. Maybe me stopping the Lamictal was not my best choice. Maybe that's what was the problem. I don't know. But back in the days, the Klonopin, I wasn't taking it like that. I never had a problem. I was at on a 0.5. Now I'm in, he said it's 2 milligrams. And then he tells me this, Destiny. This is a whipper. Oh, no, I'm still going to be on the Klonopins. He says because, no, he's not stopping the Klonopins. He didn't give me a prescription for Klonopins because he felt that I had some, and I did have some. So he gave me, he said, next month I'll give you more. I guess he felt he didn't want me to abuse it anymore. And he knew that I had another bottle left, so he didn't give it to me. And now that you're saying that, I hope he didn't stop it. But the words he was saying, no, you just can't stop the Klonopin like that. You have to take it. He said you have to take it, whether it's working or not. Like you think it's not working, you have to take it because I could have a stroke or a seizure or something. So he didn't give me a prescription for the Klonopin, but he also told me to take it as needed. So no, he didn't stop the Klonopin, but he knew I had Klonopins, and I did. Because that don't make no sense. Why not give me a prescription? And I think I did tell them I have more. I only been taking 1. I only took the 6 because I thought it would help. It didn't. But no, he didn't start the Klonopin because if he did, I don't know how it's gonna work. He told me, Ada, only take the Klonopin as needed. Only as needed. So most likely he's not gonna put me on something and then take me off, or maybe he's totally gonna really monitor my Klonopin intake now. I don't know, but to him, I'm still on 2 milligrams, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. But then he told me, don't take it until you need it. But my thing is, when do I know that I need it? I don't suffer from anxiety. I get anxiety when I'm in withdrawal. So I guess that's what he means. If I start withdrawing, that's when I take it. Go figure. He said it still has to be in my system, whether I like it or not, until we properly wean me off of it. So I think, I was a little angry because I've been 8 months off the fucking Suboxone. But that's the only way that I see out of these withdrawals for right now until next year. Hopefully this won't happen. Like last month, he told me, oh, the Klonopin will stop the withdrawal when I was in withdrawal and I didn't know what was happening. And it did stop it. But I had to remember that I was taking 6 of them. So my body was going through something because it was missing. But if I felt it was starting to regulate, but then when I stopped really taking the Lamictal, all hell broke loose at the end of the month. Like it always happens, just like a couple of days before. It's been like a week that it started happening. And then when I woke up and started taking them, I stopped feeling that feeling I was getting in the morning where it was working and carrying me over all the way all night. And it stopped doing that. So that's when I freaked out and I was really withdrawing. And I took what helped me was I knew taking them, it wasn't going to work, only worked for like 2 hours, but it still didn't feel right. I took a spoon of kratom of Mengda and it stopped it. It didn't make me feel 100% better, but it did stop it. It stopped shaking, it stopped everything. But I tried the kratom with the benzodiazepine, it don't work. But I was reaching already the peak of the full withdrawal. So you can imagine, Destiny, feeling the way that I was feeling already, and knowing that it was going to get much worse. I already had a taste of the worst, and they kept telling me it's even going to get worse for only for like 3 months. So, I'm a little bit not angry, but if this is going to help with the benzo, then fine. He said, we're going to start all over and we're going to do this right. So let's see what happened. But I'm mad because I had to stop the 5-HP because that worked wonderful for me. It helped with my serotonin levels. My energy was up there. I felt normal. It felt better than an antidepressant. But I can't mix the antidepressant with that. So I didn't take it last night. I didn't take it this morning. I had to take my Lamictal. So I'm going to do that. But what I would not do is take the Celexa. I haven't been on it long enough to catch a habit. I made sure of that. It was like I would take one week and then take another one then the following week. Altogether, I think I took like 6. They were never back to back. Only the last 2 days they were back to back because I was at my wit's end. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, girlfriend. Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, excuse me for a moment. If you're coming off a kratom and stuff like that, your body is gonna feel like shit for a while. Your energy levels are fucked up. Your dopamine is fucked up. Your receptors are fucked up. I'm be honest with you. I'm on the kratom forum, and these were the recommended supplements that they gave me, which is the 5-HP, which is I believe it's 100 milligrams. I believe it's 100 milligram. I bought the extra strength one. You find it on Amazon. I believe it's 100 milligrams. And then the L-tricine together, because if you just take the 5-HP alone, it works, don't get me wrong. But it can reach a point where it will stop working because it does, after a while, lower your dopamine. But you need to mix it with this one so that doesn't happen, so they can level themselves out. A friend of mine told me that. He said, Ada, start taking the L-trocine. The problem with this, it makes me sleepy. But all you have to do is take one little cup of coffee with it. You could take it in the morning or you could take it at night. I notice when I take it at night, I wake up feeling real good. And then I take the L-trocine. But you can take them both in the morning and both at night. But I'd rather take them. I take the 5-HP at night. Yes, Destiny, the first day I took this, I thought I was bugging out. My depression went away. Okay, I had a great energy, not one that was all over the place. It just felt totally normal. And I didn't have the fatigue went away, everything. I was bugging out. I said, I'm not going to get excited until I see, at least give it a week. If it's continue working like that in a week, then it has to be this. Yes, I advise you to get the 5-HP and the L-tricine together. Honey, you'll get through that pause. Because the pause is a motherfucker. And remember, your serotonin levels and your dopamine levels are totally depleted because the kratom takes all that away from you. That's the hardest part there. That's why they tell you to implement these two actually 30 days before you jump. But they pretty much worked after my jump. So I didn't take this one because I thought I was on antidepressant, which I really was. I had this a long time ago, but I didn't take it. Okay, there's one called, as a matter of fact, let me get it for you. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something. I'm sorry for the disappearing act, but when I stopped the kratom, when I was going through the kratom withdrawal, I was taking Agmentine. You find it on Amazon, and it's a little scoop, and it's each scoop is 1 milligram. You take a scoop of it like twice a day. It really, really helps with the withdrawal. You should have been taking this as you're withdrawing. If you get it now, it will help. This was a lifesaver for me when I was on kratom, when I was withdrawing from the kratom. Okay, it's not 100%. It's gonna make you feel, hey, no, but 75% of your withdrawals will stop with this. But this here is DL-phenylalanine. This is also I can't pronounce it. It's called Dalfa. Dalfa is also good when you're withdrawing from kratom and stuff like that. It helps with the energy level and stuff like that. But I found mostly that the Agmentine was the one. So right now I would start on the Agmentine. But I heard also that the L-tricine helps with withdrawals too. Because remember, you're depleted. But yes, invest in the 5-HP, the L-tricine. Definitely start getting on this. Okay, start getting on this for the withdrawals. Once the withdrawals stop, then you're gonna go into pause, which is really shitty because you're gonna get fatigued, you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get brain fog, and that could go on for a while. So that's where these two come in, because they start working on your serotonin levels, your dopamine levels, which is when you feel tired all the time because you're depleted. The kratom sucks it all up. These two work. After your withdrawal, start taking these. Some people say start taking them right away. I didn't do that. I took the Agmentine on Amazon. Order it. It's a lifesaver. When you take it up in the morning, you take this and a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you like to drink. It helps with the cold, with the cold turkey. But try not to do it at night, because late at night, past 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, because it keeps you up, because it's giving you a little energy. You'll start feeling a little energy, not a lot, but you'll feel a little energy, and the withdrawals will be like 75% better, 75% better. Trust me, Destiny. I tried to, when I would go on the YouTube, I don't know if you see my videos, I would call out to you. I couldn't remember your name and stuff, because when you told me you wanted to jump, I wanted to see how you was doing. So I understood that you wasn't coming on, because I said maybe she's feeling and going through some things, because I wanted to tell you about what helped me, and it would have been so bad if I would have just, it's good to like a month before you get ready to jump off of anything, always get your supplements ready. And the magnesium is good for the restless legs. If you have restless legs, it's good, but it should have been implemented 30 days before. But it's good to try to take it. It stops all that movement, all that fucking withdrawing shit. It's, you know what? Between me and you, honestly, that taper shit, how many milligrams are you on? Because to me, I stopped at 3 milligrams and I jumped, because I felt, when I was reading some of the stuff, that people were actually going through withdrawal as they were tapering. My shit is, why am I gonna fucking let that linger like that? And linger and still go through all those withdrawals as I'm tapering down. 15, you ready for a jump? Jump, jump, jump. All you're going to do is taper 15. It's not even worth it. If you see it in the Kratom forum, they'll tell you 15. No need to spread that shit out and put yourself through agony. Jump ship. But get you the Agmentine, the L-trosis, and the L-trisamine and 5-HP. Get them ready for after the physical withdrawal, which, by the way, You mean 15 grams, right? So, what's gonna happen? Or are you in withdrawal now or something? Because if you're in withdrawal now, and but you're saying that the tapering ain't working, it's, to me, it's a waste of time. You're on 15 milligram. I understand. I understand because, but the thing about the kratom is, the more you take, the worse you'll feel. It's not working anymore. It's just causing you discomfort. Like, you know how they say when you get married, the honeymoon is great. After the honeymoon, the bullshit begins. That's how kratom is. It's a love-hate relationship, you know. But at 15, you ready to jump, just jump ship. Don't I other people, I'm just saying you make the decision on your own. But I stopped at 3 grams. But to me, 15 grams, if you taper, you're gonna suffer. But like you said, you can't do the taper, so then just jump off, get the agmatine. It would the most feeling you would feel would be between 3 to 4 days. It gets more intense on the fourth day, but it does not pass 7 to 8 days. The physical part. Once you do the physical part, day 2, day 1 won't be so bad, but if you're withdrawing, you're withdrawing. Day 2, day 3, and the fourth day is like, that's like the peak time. It'll come, but after the fourth day, you're gonna see a little difference. I mean, the withdrawal will still be there, but you'll feel a little different. But implement the agmatine at the same time. You could have, as you could have been tapering and also taking the agmatine, because what the agmatine does too, it potentiates the kratom and makes it last longer, so you don't have to keep dosing as much. That's what this does. It controls the kratom for some reason. I don't know why. This is a supplement that weightlifters take, but this, I noticed, what was it doing for me was making the kratom last longer. You know, like grapefruit juice and orange juice, when you toss and wash and you mix that together, it stretches out the kratom and it makes it last longer for whatever reason. I don't know. I tried it. It did work. But when I started the withdrawing, I had the agmatine and it was such a help. Gave me a little energy, not 1,000%, but enough that I wasn't too uncomfortable. This really, really, really works. Then when you're finished, it'll be about 7 to 8 days. And then when you finish, you probably right away are going to go into post-acute withdrawal symptoms is what happens after the physical part. That's when you start taking these bad babies. That's when you start taking these bad babies. Most people would say go on an antidepressant, but I would tell you no, because this together helps with the depression, because you're going to go through depression from the kratom. No doubt. You're going to go through it. So this works perfect. I'm telling you, Destiny, you will thank me. Okay, you're at the beginning. Get this from Amazon. Get that shit shipped out to you right away. You know, if you decide you want to taper, you can do it with this, because it potentiates it. It makes it last longer. The longer it lasts, the less you take. But if you want to jump ship, use this, but get ready, because you're going to be in bed for 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days. But this makes it so much better as far as for withdrawals. It works wonderful. I mean, I went through 2 of them because it helped me with the pause also. But once the pause stopped, I still couldn't get my dopamine levels were messed up. My serotonins were messed up. It eats up all that shit. So I read up on it, and everybody says that these 2 products here does help your serotonin and everything come back, and your dopamine. I'm telling you, it'll be sweet. Follow it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You take one in the morning, or and then every time you start feeling a withdrawal, you can go up to 3 to 4 times a day. As soon as you feel the withdrawal, and try to start timing it when you take it. When you first take it, you'll feel the withdrawal, not as bad, but it won't be uncomfortable. I'd say 75% of the withdrawals will stop. And try to time yourself and see, when you start getting sick. So in order to avoid that, you time yourself and you be like, okay, in another 35 minutes or 40 minutes, I'm going into withdrawal. You do another scoop, or you take it in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night you can, but it kind of keeps you up. So you probably need something to go to sleep, because that's another thing. Kratom ain't gonna let you sleep. It's not gonna let you sleep. So you're gonna need something like a melatonin, or some people say take Ambien or something, but I don't recommend that, because that's an opiate, and so is the kratom. I'm sorry to say, and you're trying to get that out of your body. You don't need it. But a lot of people said a Klonopin will help and all that, but I'm not advising you for none of that because of what I'm going through right now. Some people take a benzo to go to sleep, or take a Xanax to go to sleep, but you're not trying to do none of that shit. You just try going the natural fucking way with the supplements, and you're going to be all right. I thought it was going to be hard. Okay, the first 3 days was hard, but you can't compare it to um a heroin withdrawal, you know and you're only coming down from 15 grams, so that's nothing compared to some people was taking 60 to 70 grams 3 or 4 times a day. Now those people in the forum tell you it's like a heroin withdrawal. It's really, really bad. So 15 milligrams, according to the kratom community, is a piece of cake, but it's not a piece of cake when you're going through the withdrawal. But there are comfort meds, and these are it. So look them up on Amazon, and make sure you get these, because you're gonna need them, sweetie. Trust me, you're gonna fucking need them, because you're not gonna have strength for nothing, because until your serotonin levels and everything come back. The good part about this is there's no withdrawals from these at all. None at all. None at all. I am just sad that I have to stop taking it because of what I'm going through. But I'll always keep these around, because, I really just wanted to stop the Lamictal, but it might be what's causing the fucking withdrawal. So I have to do my withdrawals one at a time. So Klonopin will be next year. Hopefully this will work. He said the suboxen will help with the withdrawals of the Lamictal, he said, because the Klonopin is working. It's just that you don't know. You think it's the Klonopin, and here you tell me it's been 30 days since you stopped taking your Lamictal. So he said, that's what's the problem. I said, I didn't know antidepressants had withdrawals, but guess what? I looked it up. You have to wean yourself off of that shit. So I'm very unhappy that I had to take my 5-HP, because you can't be on any antidepressants or mood stabilizers with the 5-HP. That does everything for you. The depression, your dopamine level, your serotonin level, your neurotransmitters, until you get all that back and get normal, because it depletes you. It sucks the life out of you. Oh, Lord. But I'm telling you, take that and you'll be all right. Try it on a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The worst part is the first few days. But if you take the Agmentine, it won't be such a rough ride. And try to get something that'll help you sleep. A Tylenol, Tylenol PM. Some people take Sequel when they don't want to go the benzo route or the opiate route. I won't recommend opiates to go to sleep, like Xanax or anything like that. Some people have done it, but see, kratom to me is opiate. Somebody is probably gonna come up here and say, "How could you say kratom is an opiate?" It's an antagonist to your opioid receptors. So you don't want to put no more opiates in your body. So why, you you're just adding more misery. You want to clean yourself off of the opiates. So I don't even touch the opiates to go to sleep. Just try melatonin, Sequel, stuff like that, because it's going to be a little rough the sleeping part. And then the pause, honey, be very quickly about ordering your stuff, because the pause, just like that. When I stopped the Suboxen, it was right on the 6th week, because they tell you 6 weeks. And right on the 6th week, I woke up, no problem, no kratom, no nothing. I was fine. 2 days later, boom, it felt like a truck fell on me. I didn't understand what was going on. I called my friend. She said, you were in pause. I didn't even know what that was. I said, what is that? That happens after the physical part. That could linger for 2 months, 3 months tops. You don't want to feel like that, like shit. I'm talking about to the point where you feel like you can't get up, you can't wash your ass, you can't do nothing. So in order to avoid all that, get your arsenals ready, honey. But it's not going to be that scary. Yeah. Yep. No sense in, I wouldn't fucking taper 15 grams. I just wouldn't do it. And 15 grams, I was on 3 grams. So 15 grams, possibility, it might linger more than 4 days. Possibility, maybe seven days, because it's 15 grams. All I had was 3 grams. But people have jumped on 15 grams because they said they're not going to take a taper and stretch 15 grams or 12 grams, stretch it out, and then going through fucking physical withdrawal at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. I just fucking jump the ship, get your arsenal ready, girl. You're going to be good to go, and you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy. But these are a must. These are a must, so you have a smooth sailing. When you try the 5-HP and the L-Trosis together, make sure you have a cup of coffee, because L-Trosamine, for some reason, makes you sleepy. So one guy told me, no, take it with a cup of coffee. The 5-HP, you could take it at night. But do not take the L-Trosis past 6 o'clock. And I did it just to test it out. And I was like this all night up. It kept me up. And I had energy. I was cleaning the house because I couldn't sleep. So that's why. And they said you could take it 3 times a day. I was taking twice a day, with a cup of coffee. And that stopped the feeling of feeling tired. That'll stop that, because some people complain about it making them tired. And one guy says, all you got to do is drink a cup of tea or a cup of whatever it is that you like to drink. As long as it has a little caffeine in it, you're going to be all right. It'll blend in perfectly. So I wish you a lot of luck. Yeah, don't bother with that. They say people have them as an emergency, and don't take them, because what the fuck, I can't trust a benzo. It took me only 1 week to get fucking addicted to fucking benzos. When I was taking those 6, I thought they were clonidines. I never had a problem. He said, you never had a problem with benzos. You never complained about them. And I told him I thought they were fucking clonidines. I would take half of the bottle, flush them, and save like 3 or 4 or 5. Then I switched them to this bottle. This was my mistake. I put them in here, and I said, oh, let me take a clonidine, because they said it's good while you are on kratom. Also, clonidine is good for withdrawal too, their blood pressure. But don't take them if you have high blood pressure or low blood pressure, because it's a little dangerous. So, but clonidine can be taken for withdrawals too, But like you said, you're doing fine. Take all these 3, after you finish your physical withdrawal with this agmatine here, and then right away start your 5-HP, because you're going to feel it 2 days later. You're gonna feel like a truck ran you the fuck over, and it could take like 3 months for you to get yourself back together again. And this one here stops the depression, starts building your dopamine levels back up, your receptors and all that. It builds it all back up. And I'm living proof that it did that for me in just 1 week. But now I had to stop because I had to go back on the Lamecto until I'm properly detoxed. But I'll be honest with you, I'd rather take the 5-HP and the Altrosis than the Lamictal. But being that I'm in physical withdrawal from the Lamictal, I can't do that now. So, but I'm going to do it little by little, Destiny. If it takes me 2 years to get rid of the Klonopin, then fine. But I don't understand why he keeps telling me take it only as needed. So I'm going to see what happens. If I don't need it, then I'm not going to take it. He said, but make sure you at least have one in your system at least twice a week. That's so I don't go into seizures or anything, because that would still be like a cold turkey. But like you say, the suboxen will help me get off the benzos. It will. I am so glad. I'm so glad. But I was thinking that I thought you had jumped already. So I said to myself, she's almost there. She's almost there. So when I kept calling out for you and saying, Destiny, how you doing? What's up? I wanted to know how the kratom jump went. But obviously you haven't started yet, but get your arsenal ready. You're going to be just fucking fine. Fucking that taper shit is just going to make you fucking sick. And oh, fuck no. No, 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 no. I even got from the forum that said, you on 3 grams, jump. Don't make yourself miserable. And that's what I did. I jumped, did the cold turkey, but they told me exactly what to get. Get magnesium for the restless leg syndrome and get the agmatine. It works fucking wonderful. Then after that, you can start taking your Dalfa. Oh, also, you can take Dalfa while you're withdrawing too, by the way. Agmatine and Dalfa. You can take both supplements, If you try going on the Kratom forum, sign up for the Kratom forum, because there is one. It's called Mitragina speciosi. Here we go. I'm gonna show you right now. I get the one called Nature's Valley from Amazon, and they're not expensive. Nature's Valley. Magnesium. This is 250 milligrams, and you take it once a day. You could take one in the morning and one at night. I would suggest you start these right away, because they will help you when you start kicking, because sometimes your legs start moving around a lot. That's very inconvenient when you're trying to sleep. It's like it's just a withdrawal, and this stops all that. This was a blessing in disguise. I still take these because of the withdrawal that I'm having. I still take these at night, but this made it so much better. When they told me before I jumped to start the magnesium, and I did, and I was blessed to find out I only went through one episode. After that one episode, this shit started kicking in. Never went through no restless legs at all. And I still take it anyway, because it's a supplement. So I still take it, and especially now with the benzo, because this morning I only took 1 milligram of the Klonopin. But I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to take it every day. I'm going to see if it makes me sick. Actually, that's what I'm going to see. But, I got to understand that also things can happen, because I'm not really ready for titration or anything. So I have to keep it in my system so I don't go into shock or anything, because it would be like me going into a cold turkey. So, but I understand. And I would do think that the suboxen was the best choice for me. I'm a little angry. My sister said, well, if you did it once, you could do it all again. But, now I have to start over again. I'm okay. As long as I'm not withdrawing like I was, I'm okay. I'm not, I did cry in the office when he said suboxen, because I said, but I've been 8 months clean. He said, Ada. But he didn't want to put me on volume, because some people say you could take volume, because that's another benzo. I guess he figured I don't want her abusing no more shit. So he said, I'm putting you back on suboxen. That'll stop all that shit, and you got to go back on your Lamictal, because that's probably what you're withdrawing from. but I still feel that being that I didn't take the 6 of them like I was, that's what I was probably kicking. I don't know. But with the suboxen, I hope that all that will stop. But this is from Amazon, Nature's Way. Nature Made. And there, you could give a big, I got this from the store. It cost me $9.99, but I went and got this from the Amazon. It was a little cheaper. And they also have this for them called vitamin.com. They have it even cheaper. So, yes, I suggest the magnesium ASAP so you don't go into the restless legs, because even through pause, you go through the restless leg syndrome. So, start that right away, you know. So, at least, no, really? Wow. Do they got that in Mexico? I wonder, do they have it in Mexico? I don't think so. But let me ask you something. Are you jumping because it gets to a point where it doesn't work? And then some people have also said it gets to the point that it was making them sicker and depressed. And I believe that it gives you happiness in the beginning, and then it takes it back and it becomes your enemy. It makes you sick, it makes you depressed, I hear all that on the thing. And this is taking kratom, so oh, okay. And this is taking kratom, so you can imagine. The thing about it, have you heard that there's this guy, I forgot his name. I don't really like him. He's on Philly. His name is Philly, Kratom Philly or whatever. He's on YouTube and he's like always on top of the thing about the kratom, whether it's gonna stay legal and this and that. He goes all the way up to signing petitions and all this because they're really trying to take that away. And the best thing for you to do right now is to get the fuck off of that shit. You know? And I know if the kratom did help me with the opiates, Destiny, I'm not gonna lie. It made the ride smoother. But if they do stop it, I will be buying some and see if I could put it away or store it, because they said it could last up to 2 years in storage. I don't believe that, but it did help me the other day, and it's been sitting in there like 8 months, and it did help me. It didn't give me no euphoria, but it did help. But I know that it completely doesn't help all the way when you reach full withdrawal, and it don't help with that. It only helps with the opiates, and that's too bad, because if it would have helped with the benzos, I would have been a happy camper right now. Happy camper. But yes, he was saying in its last thing last week that this pharmaceutical company wants to stop. This is the first time wants to make it illegal. Why? Because they want to make money off of it. So they're thinking like in the next 2 weeks, they're waiting for an answer. So I don't know if they'll give people time enough to get their whatever. He just said, be ready for those who take it for sciatica, depression. A lot of people don't abuse it, but it works for some people as far as pain and arthritis and sciatica. Those people that are experiencing it, they're going to be the ones really suffering from it, because when they stop it, some of them say they'll die before they go back on painkillers. The whole idea of going on kratom was to get off of all these meds. A smoke shop, I don't recommend a smoke shop. To me, that's garbage. I don't mess around with smoke shops. Wow. Yeah, if it's affecting your personal life, it has to stop. As a matter of fact, I was reading on one of my forum, and this husband and wife team, the wife is really worried about him because he's on kratom, and he bought 1 kilo of kratom because they were going to a wedding up in Ohio somewhere. 1 kilo of kratom, September 25th, and by October the 4th, he only had 300 grams left. That's a lot of kratom, sweetie. It could be a possibility. I think it could be a possibility because a lot of people complain that the stuff from, if you really want really, really good fresh stuff, you get it from the internet, from the reputable people. But some of the stuff in the smoke shop, either it's not powerful or it could be too old. You might get lucky in that. Possibility you get lucky in that. That it's not as powerful as the ones in the internet where like Christopher Organics, he has like the best fucking kratom around, like seriously. So maybe it's a good thing that you did buy it from the smoke shop. So it might be easier for you to get off. It might not be that intense because I don't think it's really powerful in the smoke shop, and you don't know what you're getting. You could be getting shit that's so fucking old you don't even know. And it's not stored properly or whatever. So yeah, a lot of people don't recommend smoke shop. Plus, they're more expensive. So yeah, you might get lucky with that one, and I hope so because I don't have a partner. I live alone. But I do believe if I did have a partner, it's hard if they're not on it and you're on it because they don't understand what we're going through. We get cranky, aggravated, sick. We can't perform our wifely duties or even wash a dish. Sometimes we get lazy, and sometimes they don't understand what it is that we're going through. So yes, if it's affecting your personal life, get rid of that shit. And it's not that important. Nothing's more important than your personal life. Yeah. And I'm glad to hear that you getting off of this shit. But get your shit ready. And I'm not going to say I guarantee you a smooth ride, but I guarantee you it won't be as hard as you think because I was really scared the first time. And when I went through it, I was like, okay. But when the pause hit, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't understand what it was until I found out. Then, I went through the pause a little bit. It lasted for about a month. But then after that, I still was depleted from my dopamine level. I still wasn't completely myself. And the depression hit because when I was on kratom, it was also helping with the depression. But I was also taking Lamictal. But when I added the kratom too, I was still suffering from that. And that shit depressed the hell out of me. But thank God I found all these supplements and everything. I'm still mad that I can't take my 5-HP. I love that thing. But anyway, regardless, I'm on the suboxen, which I feel much better. And the suboxen did stop me from being depressed also. But if it's the Lamictal that it's giving me the withdrawals, then I need to be on it. And he said we can do this and do it properly. But yeah, no, he didn't take the Klonopins away. He just said take as needed because he knew I had some left. So I'm pretty sure because he can't just cold turkey me like that, So let's see what happened. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm still on it. He just wouldn't give me a new script because he knew I had some left. I had the 0.5, so yes, I do. I really felt it. Let me tell you something. I was so sick when I went to the pharmacy. I was shaking. I ripped that box open. Everybody's looking at me. And he started me on 8 milligrams. And Destiny, I don't need 8 milligrams because I did dib and dab during my withdrawals where when that Klonopin I felt wasn't working, I had a couple of strips and I would take 2 milligrams and it would stop the withdrawals right away. So yes, I felt, girl, I was all over the place yesterday. It felt like a brand. Honestly, I thought I was high. I took my dog for a walk. I went shopping. I did everything that I would normally do that I haven't done in months. I did yesterday. It was like a brand new me, but I hate to say it's a force because it's the suboxen. But I was motivated. The sickness, I was a little nervous because it was taking too long, but I knew it worked, but it just had to go into my system. And girl, it did wonders. It stopped the whole sickness and everything. But I gotta be careful because that happened last month. He told me if I take the Klonopin, it'll stop the withdrawal, which it did. But as time went by, it came to the point where it wasn't working, but he's telling me it's because I stopped my Lamictal abruptly without properly being weaned off. He said he said, I guarantee you that it's a Lamictal. You stopped it. You should be weaned off for those Lamictals. I looked them up and he was completely right. It is a mood stabilizer and it's still under an antidepressant, and it needs to be reductions needs to be done on that. So, but I think as far as antidepressants is concerned, as far as the Lamictal, I'm probably have to stay on that for the rest of my life because I do suffer from depression. I really do suffer from depression. So the first thing I'm going to do is the Klonopin. That'll be next year. But I'm still hoping that everything goes all right and it makes this benzo a little easier to get off. So I'm going to do it the right way, Destiny. But yes, I feel the suboxen. But I took 8 milligrams yesterday, and I took 8 milligrams today. But tomorrow I'm only going to take 4 milligrams because 8 milligrams, I really shouldn't even touched it, but I still felt kind of funny. So I says, no, I think I have to take it because when I take suboxen, it lasts 3 days in my system. I don't take it for 3 days because I still feel it. You know, I'm not sick. That's how long it lasts, 72 hours in your body. But I still didn't wake up sick. But I took a half a sleeping pill because I was on a lot of caffeine yesterday. I was running. I was ripping. So I knew I needed something to put me to sleep. So I took a half of Risperdal, which, by the way, he put me on that too. But also, I don't take that. I only take it when I need it. So I don't have a habit of that. And when I was withdrawing from the fucking kratom, the sleeping pill didn't do shit. Oh my God, Destiny, it didn't do nothing for me. Oh my Lord. I stayed up when I was withdrawing I went on my 7th day not sleeping when I was going through the Suboxone withdrawal. And this is with the kratom until I found out that if I order the red tie, that would help me put me to sleep. I ordered the red tie and it did put me to sleep. But it came to the point where I was up for 7 days. My mother said, that's dangerous. You need to go to the hospital, And maybe by the grace of God, my mom said she came in and I had kratom in my hand. I fell asleep with the cup laying down. I guess my body gave up, or the Lord said that's enough for her. Knocked me the fuck out. I slept for 8 hours. That was the best blessing. I was going into my 8th day not sleeping, not to scare you or anything, but that's what happened. But you're not withdrawing from Suboxone. You're only withdrawing from the kratom. But I will warn you, you're going to have a little hard time sleeping. But, you know, if you take this in melatonin, Seroquel, not Seroquel, Z-Quil. They have Z-Quil that helps you sleep. You know what helps you sleep too? Oh God, what's it called? Is it calamine? Calamine. Calamine. Let me show you this. Hold on. Don't go away, Destiny. Do you know, Destiny? Just in case you have a hard time sleeping, this right here is chamomile. Oh my God, does this stuff work? This puts you to sleep, honey. This puts you to sleep. I don't care. This was the only thing, but I found that out later on. My girlfriend told me, yo, take calamine. Calamine. I was like, what's that? She said, go buy it. It's, you know, you can find it in any supermarket or whatever. It's like little leaves, you know. You see little leaves in there, little round leaves. What you do is you take it and you put it in your what I did was I took a big teapot and I put like 3 or 4 scoops in it and this much of water. You can make it light or you can make it stronger. The stronger it is, the better it is for you. Then you strain it. But what I did was I simmered it and then simmer it and then bring it to a boil. And then I take a strainer and I strain it into my teacup and I drink it. I added sugar or you could add honey. Definitely make this one part of your sleeping. If you have a hard time sleeping, take this. This really, really helps you sleep. So yeah, this really, look, it's halfway. And I remember I said, oh shit, I got this. What am I doing? This, trust me, this will help you sleep. And I couldn't believe it. And I had forgot about it, and it does help you sleep. So I'll probably, instead of taking the Risperdal tonight, I'll probably just take this. I'm trying to go as natural as possible, but you know, my body's all fucked up anyway. But the suboxen is helping. I think I made the right decision. I'm surprised some people haven't gotten on here and said, why do you went backwards instead of going forward? But it's not going backwards. I have to do it the right way. I cannot do it the way I was doing it. I was hurting myself, and I really didn't want to do that anymore. I was suffering. So I'm going to do it the right way. Next year, I'll start titrating, hopefully, and do it the right way. And I'm going to take 2 years doing it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 years doing it. But it's going to be done properly. And then from there on, fuck this Alexa. I ain't fucking with that. I don't got a habit of that anyway. And I think I'm just going to stay on the Lamictal. And then, but I need to be very careful because some people have gone up to almost 32 months and still it's out of their system, but it messes with your head and stuff. So, and it depletes your dopamine levels and it makes you forget a lot of shit. So this is where this is going to come into play when I finally get off of the Klonopins and the Suboxone and stuff. This is what I'm going to be relying on. And maybe I will stop the Lamictal. But I know this is the only thing that helped me bring up my levels back up and my serotonin and my receptors all back up. So this did it for me. And it was a miracle. I thought it was a placebo. Somebody was messing with my head, but it wasn't. So Destiny, I gave you everything that you need to know so you can get off of this shit. You're going to be all right. And you're going to be like, Ada, it wasn't as bad. A little bit uncomfortable, but this will take 75% of it. Take it. When you feel that withdrawal coming on, you take it. Take it. And yeah, you'll feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I guarantee you, it'll be about 75% withdrawals will be. I'll take a 75 over a fucking 30 or 20 anytime. You're going to still feel a little bit shitty, but 75% of it, the withdrawals will stop. And take the chamomile when it's time to go to sleep because you're going to have a hard time. If you want to go the natural way, don't take no pills anyway. I don't want you to take that shit. Take the chamomile, make you some tea, simmer it, drain it, little sugar. If not, no sugar, you take it. You will be able to sleep. You will be able to sleep. I wish you a lot of luck. And I'm so glad to hear from you. I've been asking about you every time I'm on now. I wanted to know what was going on with you. Listen, I got to go take care of some business. I'm going to actually go outside. I got to go pay my rent. It's a little messy. Some things need to get done. So I'm going to let you keep knowing how I'm feeling. And let me know when you start jumping. And if you don't get back to me or anything, I know that it's because you're not feeling well. But let me know how it goes, you know, because I really want to see how you're doing and progressing. So on that note, I'll see you later and I'll keep you updated. I'm hoping that this month, you know, I'll see by the end of the month if everything is working well as far as the Suboxone and the benzo and all that is concerned. So be good, Destiny, and good luck. My prayers go out to you and to everybody. I just want to let you know I did my best, but I need to start over and do this properly because the benzos are really, really hard. I know I'm poly drugged. I accepted it. and everything that I have to go through is gonna have to go through in a manly time. So, and I know the Klonopin is gonna be the hardest, but with the Suboxone, it'll help with some of the withdrawals or whatever it is I'm going through. So I'm gonna do that with the Aniston manual. But first, let me get myself leveled out and stuff like that. Get myself back to normal, and then next year I can start doing that and see how it goes. So before the doctor does it to me, I'm gonna do it to myself. But he knows my body's kind of fucked up, so he told me to take only as needed, meaning not 1 milligram when morning, not 1 milligram at night, only when I need it. Like, I don't know when I need it anyway. So I guess if I start feeling sick or anxious or something, that's probably what he means. So on that note, Destiny, I see you. Take care of yourself and let me know what's up when you do start feeling better, or even let me know, even if you're not feeling better, how you feeling, because I want to know as every 2 days, is it going great, how you feeling or whatever. And I wish you a lot of luck. But if you follow this route, if you want to search some more, go to quickkratom.com, whatever. It's a forum, and you'll see stories and you'll see supplements. People tell you what to take, what's good before you jump, what you need to know, what you need to do. And you're going to be all right. I thought it was going to, I was very scared too, but there's nothing to be scared of, because withdrawal over. I'll take a kratom withdrawal over methadone or heroin withdrawal anytime. But it won't be I won't never get past 3 grams. I never do that. I did a big teaspoon yesterday before I went to the doctor, because that was the only way I could function. And it did work, but it really doesn't work when it starts getting more intensified. As time go on, the benzo gets worse and worse, and the kratom doesn't work for it. So I was starting to peak already. So anyway, on that note, I see you guys later. It's been a pleasure. Love you, Destiny. Take care. And let me know what's up. Even if you just write K and don't want to talk, I'm good with that. But I guess you will have a story to tell me. Good luck, sweetheart. And it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. You're going to be all right. Okay? You're not on a heavy drug. You're not going through benzos or nothing. You are very fucking fortunate, sweetie. You are very fucking fortunate. Very fortunate. You're not on antidepressants or benzos or none of that bullshit. So you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And a little word of warning, be careful. This also works for cravings too. When you start getting a craving, this helps with the cravings, and so does the Dalfa helps with the cravings. Because sometimes when you're withdrawing or when you stop, your mind starts going babbling and start playing games, and it usually happens when you stop taking the kratom. It'll start making you feel the craving starts coming back like you need it, and you really don't fucking need it. That's just a fucking brain bugging you out. So on that note, sweetie, have a good day. It's been a pleasure. Glad to hear from you. I see you guys later. Like I said, I have to do what I have to do for me. But I got to do it the right way. I can't go around it. I have to do it the right way. So blessings to everybody. See you later. Bye. Bye, Desi.